Welcome, Aquarius, to your Starspoken Oracle reading for the week of July 29th to August 4th, 2026. This week, the energies that surround you are subtle yet potent, inviting a deep reflection on the costs and rewards of conflict. With the Five of Swords as your guiding card, you are tasked with understanding the nature of victory. Not just the triumphs that glitter on the surface but the nuanced, sometimes painful, aftermath that follows. This is a week to navigate with care, as the line between winning and losing becomes finely drawn, especially in how you relate to yourself and others. Let's begin by setting the cosmic stage for this week. From July 29th through August 4th, the planetary backdrop is remarkably steady, free from major ingresses, retrogrades, or sudden shifts. This lack of dramatic celestial upheavals creates a calm but intense atmosphere, almost like a quiet before a storm or a still pond reflecting deeper currents beneath. For you, Aquarius, this means the outer world may feel less reactive, but internally, the Five of Swords signals that there can be simmering tensions, unresolved disputes, or mental battles that demand your attention. The absence of house-specific transits in your whole sign house map further emphasizes that these challenges are not being thrust upon particular life sectors by the heavens. Instead, it's your inner landscape, the realm of your thoughts, feelings, and decisions, that needs careful navigation. The Five of Swords is a powerful metaphor for the complexity of conflict. Imagine someone standing victorious, holding three swords, while two others retreat in defeat. The winner's expression is rarely one of pure joy. It often carries shades of regret, isolation, or even shame. This card asks you to question what victory truly means. Is it worth the alienation, the self-doubt, or the loss of trust? The card warns against Pyrrhic victories, those wins that cost more than they give. In this week's context, your challenge is to discern which battles are worth fighting and which are better left behind for the sake of your peace and integrity. Now, let's explore how this complex energy might influence various areas of your life. Love. In love and relationships, the Five of Swords can bring power struggles or mental sparring to the surface. You might find yourself tempted to win arguments, to prove your perspective as the right one. But this week, ask yourself, at what cost? If you're single, consider whether you're engaging in debates or mental games that leave you feeling disconnected rather than genuinely seen. Sometimes the need to dominate a conversation or prove a point can create invisible walls instead of bridges. For those in partnerships, watch out for pride or stubbornness escalating conflicts. True intimacy requires vulnerability and the willingness to sometimes yield, not as a loss but as a conscious choice to protect the relationship's heart. Empathy over ego is the wiser path now, listening more deeply rather than preparing your next counterpoint. Work. At work, the Five of Swords may manifest as competition, ethical dilemmas, or challenging dynamics with colleagues. Perhaps you face a situation where pushing hard for your ideas feels necessary, or conversely, where you're being pressured by others trying to assert dominance. This week, avoid the temptation to win at all costs. Consider the long-term ramifications of professional conflicts. Could a harsh victory damage your reputation or harm teamwork? Leadership here is about integrity, patience, and strategic finesse, not brute force or outmaneuvering others for immediate gain. Reflect on whether your approach to disputes at work aligns with your deeper values rather than just short-term success. Money. Financially, the Five of Swords invites you to examine your approach to negotiations, shared resources, or money management. Conflicts around money can quickly become draining, especially if scarcity or defensiveness fuels them. This week, ask yourself if you are holding on to rigid positions out of fear or pride. Rather than digging into entrenched stances, consider stepping back to reassess shared financial goals or contracts with a clearer mind. Winning a financial argument might feel satisfying in the moment but could cost you future harmony or peace of mind. Cultivate a mindset of cooperation and clarity over competition and control. Health and energy. The toll of conflict often reveals itself in exhaustion, physical, mental, and emotional. The Five of Swords warns against the weariness that comes from prolonged tension and unresolved battles. This week, be mindful of how habitual mental struggles or the need to win mindset may be depleting your vitality. Your energy is a precious resource. Protect it by engaging in restorative practices that soothe the mind and body. Meditation, gentle movement, or rituals of release can help you loosen the grip of grudges and obsessive thinking. Prioritizing inner peace will nourish your health far more than external victories ever could. Now, let's break down your week day by day, offering you practical guidance through this challenging yet illuminating terrain. Wednesday, the week opens with heightened mental clarity but also emotional edge. You may feel alert to subtle tensions in your interactions. Use this day to quietly observe where your need to be right or in control asserts itself most strongly. Instead of reacting outwardly, journal or meditate on your motivations. What lies beneath the surface of your responses? This self-awareness will set the tone for wiser choices ahead. Thursday, old disagreements or unresolved issues might resurface, whether at work or in your personal life. You could feel the pull to rehash arguments or assert your point forcefully. Take a deep breath before responding. Ask yourself, is this conflict worth the energy? Is there a way to express your perspective without escalating tensions? Practice patience and consider the power of silence or measured words. Friday, today favors strategic retreat over confrontation. If a dispute feels unavoidable, focus on maintaining your integrity rather than forcing a win. Sometimes stepping back, even appearing to lose, can preserve your dignity and open doors for future reconciliation. Remember, not all battles are fought on the battlefield of words and ideas. Some are won quietly within. Saturday, social or romantic situations may feel charged with unspoken power dynamics. Debates may mask deeper emotional issues or fears. Practice active listening, really hearing what others mean beyond their words. Empathy here acts as a shield and a bridge, diffusing potential conflicts before they ignite. Offering understanding can be your quietest form of strength. Sunday, the slower pace of the weekend invites rest and reflection. Use this time to process any recent conflicts and their emotional residue. Engage in a healing ritual such as writing a letter you won't send, one that names your feelings and releases anger or regret. This act of writing becomes a form of inner cleansing, freeing you from the weight of unresolved tension. Monday, new opportunities for assertiveness may arise, especially in professional or financial matters. Approach these with clarity and firm boundaries. Resist the temptation to win at all costs. Instead, aim for outcomes that honor both your needs and your relationships. Integrity in negotiation will build trust and respect in the long run. Tuesday, the week closes with a gentle invitation to reclaim your mental peace. Focus on calming practices that strengthen your sense of self beyond external validation. Recognize the power in walking away when a conflict no longer serves you. Sometimes the most profound victory is releasing control and protecting your emotional sovereignty. To deepen your self-awareness during this complex week, here are 3 journal prompts tailored to your journey with the 5 of Swords energy. 1. Reflect on a recent conflict or disagreement. What was my true motivation? Winning, being heard, protecting myself, or something else? How did the outcome affect my inner peace and relationships? 2. When have I experienced a victory that left me feeling isolated, regretful, or hollow? What does this teach me about choosing my battles more wisely in the future? 3. How do I personally balance standing my ground with knowing when to let go? Where can I practice surrendering the need to be right for the sake of deeper harmony? As you navigate the tensions and choices this week, here is a concrete exercise to embody your evolving mastery. Each time you feel the impulse to win at someone else's expense, pause and internally name the cost of that victory. Reflect on what you might lose: peace of mind, trust, connection, and then consciously choose one moment where you relinquish control or concede without resentment. Write down how this decision feels in your body, emotions, and mind. Over time, this practice will sharpen your discernment between battles that nourish your spirit and those that drain it. Aquarius, the 5 of Swords energy is not about avoiding conflict altogether but about cultivating mastery over which conflicts you engage in and how. Your true power emerges from maintaining your emotional sovereignty and integrity amidst life's inevitable struggles, choosing battles that align with your highest self rather than reactive ego. Here is your affirmation to carry with you through this week. I choose my battles wisely, preserving my peace and integrity above all. Carry that with you through August 4th. Subscribe so your next weekly reading is waiting for you. Trust the timing. The stars have spoken.